Hello, greetings from the Philippines. So in this video, I'm going to talk about our paper entitled Academic Stress of Academic Track Senior High School Students. My name is Jonas Depaynos and I am from the University of the Cordilleras. So first things first, I will talk about academic stress, just a short overview, then followed by academic track, and then from there, we'll now have the results of this study. So, what is academic stress? Let me read. It is a feeling or reaction to certain academic events, such as examinations, difficult lessons, assignments, unconcerned teachers' attitude, and complex school curriculum, which could drastically affect a student's behavior. So, in short, in layman's term, stress due to academics. And that's where we benchmark. How about academic track? Now, in the Philippines, there are four tracks under the senior high school. So the senior high school, you have their grades 11 and 12, of which under academic, there are four. We have accountancy, business, and management, or ABM, followed by humanities and social sciences, or HUMSS. And then science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM. And lastly, we have here the general academic strand. For this paper, we focused on the academic track. For the problems, we have three. The first one, what is the level of academic stress of senior high school academic track students? The second one is for us to know if there's a difference between the academic stress of academic track students when compared according to their strand. And lastly, we're going to determine if there's a relationship between the academic stress and the academic strand. Are they related? So with that, we gathered our data from this university and from this grade level. So there were 2017 students that time. Through Yamani's formula, or most popularly known as Slovin's formula, at 5% margin of error, we were able to limit the sample size to 364. And using stratified random sampling equal allocation, we were able to identify 91. So each strand will be represented by, or I mean, was represented by 91 students. So results. So for problem 1, we have there the level of academic stress of ABM, gas, HUMSS, and STEM. For the tool, well, it is true all throughout. It's a survey modified academic stress rating scale wherein it's composed of 15 items, 1-5. For the treatment, we made use of weighted mean. And so we have the following results. All strands and the overall, we have there the entirety of the academic track, the level of academic stress is high. This is quite alarming. Although, if we are to see the justifications why is it that the academic stress of these students is high, one possible reason for that is number one, academic pressure. Academic pressure has something to do with this high level of academic stress. Academic pressure from parents, from probably colleagues, from classmates, from the community, and the like. Another one is that this also implies, I mean, this can also imply that they take their academics seriously. They take their academics seriously. That's why they are experiencing high level of academic stress. So that's for the first one. Now, if we are to check into the details, into the specifics, we were able to identify four out of the 15 items that significantly affect the academic stress of the students. For the overall number one, We have it here. I feel bothered in some group works if my group mates do not contribute to the output. So this item only states that group works have something to do with the academic stress of the students, particularly if some of their group mates don't contribute to the required output. Another one, I feel worried being unable to pass a requirement. So probably you have here deadlines, the um, quality of the requirement in terms of tasks involved. Another one, I feel sad and hopeless when I get a low score in quizzes or tests, even after doing my best. So they reviewed a lot, but at the end, they still garnered low scores. So this would greatly affect their stress level. And another one, I have some teachers who teach so fast and hard to understand. Now, if we are to go more deeper, we'll notice that group works, that's the number one for ABM. And then for gas, you have there, I feel worried being unable to pass a requirement. And then for HUMSS, it holds true with ABM. So from here, the top 1, 2, and 3 of both ABM and HUMSS are the same. And then if you are to check into STEM, their top 1 also group works. Group works. So group works, there's something wrong with how they perceive group works or how group works are administered inside the classroom. Next, another significant thing that you can notice, we have here this one. I have some teachers who teach so fast and hard to understand. This item is only for STEM, courtesy of the top 3 of all um, for strands. Why? Well, I have some teachers who teach so fast. Well, because STEM, as we all know, mathematics. Mathematics. Alright? So, conclusion, what is the level of academic stress of senior high school academic track students? The academic track students are experiencing high level of academic stress due to uncooperative group mates, failed tests or quizzes, a requirement not submitted, and also teachers. For the second problem, we want to know if the difference between, if there is a significant difference between the academic stress of academic track students when compared according to their strand. So we have here ABM versus GAS versus HUMSS versus STEM. For the treatment, we made use of one-way ANOVA and Duncan's multiple range test. And here's the result. The p-value computed was 3.176. The F value computed was 3.176 and corresponded to a p-value of 0.024. Since it's less than 0.05, that means there's indeed a significant difference. Using DMRT as post-hoc test, we were able to identify the following. In here, it shows that gas and HUMSS are the most stressed. Gas and HUMSS are the most stressed. If we are to compare gas HUMSS, although they are statistically equal, gas is slightly higher than that of HUMSS. So gas and HUMSS are the most stressed, followed by ABM, and the least stressed is STEM. The least stressed is STEM. So this is in contrary to what's expected, because what we're expecting actually is that STEM should be the most stressed, because if we are to check into the curriculum of STEM, they have biology, they have physics, they have chemistry, they have calculus. But we found out that it's actually gas. Why? Because if we are to check into the curriculum of gas, it's very general. It's very general. To the point that they don't know the specialized subjects they're going to take, either becoming from ABM, HUMSS, or STEM. And according to some of our colleagues who are teaching under all the academic strands, Due to the students' underestimation in terms of the difficulty of subjects required under the gas strand, they did not expect such level of difficulty, particularly with the requirements with the topics. With this, when they reach senior high, they did not expect such level of difficulty. They are not mentally prepared for the upcoming requirements chosen for that strand. Because we have there stereotype that gas is easiest and Humes is more of words, etc. And STEM and ABM are more into math and science. So that stereotype is what negated the situation here, because stereotype wise gas was perceived to be the easiest, but when they took to the strand they were shocked with the requirements, with everything. That's why they experience the highest level of academic stress. Unlike STEM, they experienced the least academic stress because on the first place they were already expecting, they already know what to expect from the course. And when it comes to STEM, well, we all know that students enrolling under STEM are really mathematically inclined, generally speaking. And now, in conclusion, there exists a significant difference between the academic stress of academic track students when compared according to strand. The highest level of academic stress is experienced by the GAS students, while STEM students are experiencing the lowest level of academic stress. For our last problem, we wanted to know if there's a relationship between the level of academic stress and academic strand. And to do that, we made use of chi-square test. So we have the following. The test statistic chi-square, we have 13.528, and it has a p-value of 0.0140, and we found out that it's not significant. Now, academic stress cannot be due solely to the strand. You cannot justify academic strand to that of the academic stress of student, but more of the individual person, him or herself. So it only shows that regardless of the academic strand, the academic stress experienced by the students is high. So, in conclusion, the academic track students experience a high level of academic stress in disregard to their chosen strand. But again, this does not negate the findings of the second problem, because for the second problem, it's more of the comparative analysis. So I repeat, the academic track students experience high level of academic stress in disregard to their chosen strand. Thank you so much. For questions, you can make use of the reply icon. Thank you.